Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. This is part 58. What we're going to do in this episode is probably finish up all the story-based stuff before we get on to all the side quests and optional stuff of Final Fantasy VIII. I won't be doing all the side quests, I'll be leaving out one specifically, probably two, because you don't get very good rewards out of them. How do we get how do we get to where they are, folks? I think it's this way. Back this way. I think you go up on the elevator. Because we're gonna get a bit of a catch up with the main party, with everyone. That's the whole point of this little bit, anyway. Wait, move. No? Is it not gonna move? Okay. Can't be that way then. I'm leaving one specific thing till really late on, which is the Ultima Magic you have to buy on this. And that's just because it costs so much money, so you might as well keep gaining money and gaining money until you have enough to get loads of it at one time. Anyways. What's wrong with him now? Christus, I think I'm home. How do you get here? I think this is the person who came with us. It might not be Christus, depends on who you chose. I was unconscious for a while after the escape pod touched down, definitely. When I came to, it was just me and Pete, whatever. Oh, the guy who escaped with us. What happened to Alone? Alone wasn't with us anymore. Not only that, there were signs of a struggle. I hope she's safe. The Esther rescue crew brought me here. The rescue crew told us about the ship, and that you were all safe. So Alone's been kidnapped, which is always fun. She's never safe, is she? Squall. When you jumped out into space, you didn't think about anything else, did you? That's right. Wonder if there's anyone who'd do the same thing for me. Oh well. So it's the princess that changed the ever-cautious Squall. Rinoa is... well, she got taken away, sort of, for being a sorceress. Shush phone. Shit. As he drops it. Anyway. Sup, Squall? So glad you're safe. Oh, I know you are. I know you are, Adel. I hate to tell you this now, but we've got major problems down here. Since the Lunar Cry, innit? But here it goes. Some big thing called Lunatic Pandora came out of nowhere. Matron couldn't achieve what she set out to do because of it, which is okay. Matron's not a sorceress anymore. Matron gave away her power to someone without realising it. Yep, she gave it away to Rinoa, didn't she? Yeah. And, oh yeah, the Galbadian military is controlling Lunatic Pandora. They excavated it from the ocean where Esther sank it years ago. Inside the Lunatic Pandora, there's this thing called a crystal pillar. It calls monsters from the moon. And that's what we saw from up in space. Then monsters came falling from the moon. Total panic down here. It wasn't just monsters that came falling down. Sorceress Adel came down along with the machine that confined her. I guess the stream of falling monsters engulfed the machine. Lunatic Pandora caught Adel from that stream. Dr. Odine thinks that may have been Galbadia's true intent. Meaning... Zal, that's enough for now. But Squall... I know we've got problems. But I can't think right now. What's wrong? Rinoa is a sorceress now. She received Matron's powers. An escort from Esther came to pick Rinoa up. Rinoa's in Esther. We have to go get her. We do. Was she taken by force? No, she went on her own. She did. She was scared about being a sorceress, so she gave herself up. No one would want to be around her. She said she couldn't handle that. Did you try to stop her? It was Rinoa's decision. What right do I have to object? Why did you go all the way out into space to save Rinoa, just to have her captured? To hand her over to Esther? Wasn't it because you wanted to be with Rinoa? Of course. You're a fool. Seriously. A fool, huh? Maybe. May never get to hear Rinoa's voice ever again. What the hell am I doing? What can I do? Of course. It's time to go and get her, obviously. Head into Esther, right? Pandora, whatever, and Sorceress Adel are out of my hands. I don't even know where to look for Sis. The only thing I know is Rinoa. The only thing I want to do for sure right now is for Rinoa. We're gonna go get Rinoa back. Sounds like a good plan. How do we do it? I know where I need to go, but I thought we'd go to the control thing. Let me... Bloody hell. Let me move, Zal. Oh. Whoa. Ah. It looks like someone on the ship knows how to fly it. Which is quite surprising, considering. Ah, excuse me, we're flying? Hope this ain't the case, but I can picture Selfie in the pilot seat. Oh god. Selfie screaming, woohoo, we're flying! And standing next to a very excited Irvine. Oh, wrong way. Sorry about that. And up we go! Attempt to see who is flying and if they're right. Won't surprise me. Woohoo, we're flying! And a very excited Irvine. You sure you can fly this? It just kinda took off. I don't know, it's pretty easy. I think I'll be fine. There's no guarantee it won't crash. Oh god. Selfie, head for Esther. She's probably at the Sorceress Memorial. We're gonna go rescue Rinoa. Okay. So that's where we're heading to next, obviously. We're not gonna do the side quest yet until we get Rinoa. Damn it. Anyway, until we get to see Rinoa. Dash button to go up, left stick to go up, down, right stick to go forward, back. Same as the car really, except you can go up and down. And something that's new, which it doesn't tell her about. Where to is it? Fisherman's Horizon, that's where Balam Garden is, the red dot. Sorceress Memorial. There it is. Press X on the yellow dot and it'll take you there, just don't press anything. Same as with Final Fantasy 9 and the Hildegard, just press select to go to the map and pick a dot, any dot. It's quite relaxing really, don't even have to press anything. Oh, we're here. That was bloody quick. Let's land, please. Right. Don't worry about bosses or anything, don't need to worry about that. Look how red the world is now. It's changed. Changed completely. Not as much as in Final Fantasy 6 when it goes from the world of balance to the world of ruin or whatever it was. But it's changed a little bit, at least in aesthetics, if nothing else. And I'm pretty sure by this point Esther is completely different as well. If you go in the main city, you have battles, you have things like that. Stop! Who shall have stop? Questless, you can have stop. No reason, just... you know. You want to see your comrade off. That's exactly why we're here. We want to say goodbye. We won't argue anyway. I find these bits pretty hard to commentate on because it's just all text and no sort of strategy to talk about or anything like that. What are you doing here? This is a restricted area. To do what I should have done earlier. I'll never know unless I do it. What are you talking about? Yeah, you madman. I know what I want, and what I have to do. There's still a chance I'm not going to look back. I'm taking Rinoa with me. Uh-oh. Causing trouble again. For good reason. Oh. Go Squall. Who are we meant to go? Right, okay. My throat's a bit croaky. For some reason. But no, hold on. I'll get you out in a sec. We can try anyway. What am I supposed to do? Come on. We're no tech experts. So we'll just slash it. I hope it works. And there we go. That little bit with the white flash with Rinoa coming towards us was in the very intro to the game. That big FMV cinematics. So it is showing, you know, the intro cinematics was all about the game itself. It had spoilers, I suppose, but you couldn't really make anything out of it because it was such a confusing opening. So it didn't really matter that it was showing it all. Oh, this guy isn't what he looks like. He's massive and he can't talk. Does that remind you of anyone? Reminds me of someone from the dream world. What's he doing? Just pointing. That's not gonna stop anyone. Oop. I've seen him before. Yep. That there was Ward from the dream world. Laguna Kairos Ward. And that's him. Don't know how we got to that high up position or whatever. I'm not really sure. But he did it. What's wrong, Rinoa? I'm just a little embarrassed. I had to be saved by my friends. Why? I was so set on staying in Esther. But then when you guys rescued me, it made me so happy, and no need to be embarrassed. The only problem is now that we got a sorceress with us. And a Sorceress Adel hanging around somewhere in Lunatic Pandora. Thanks everybody. You're very welcome. I have a lot on my mind. As an expert Squall observer, which she is, he's thinking, what do we do now? Blah blah blah. If you think and worry too much, everything tends to turn out bad. It does, I've noticed that. Squall, why don't we just picture a brighter future? Whatever. But seriously, what do we do from here? I'm not really sure, but don't we have to do something about that lunatic Pandora in Esther? After all, the Galbadians are controlling it, which means Sifa is behind all this too, right? Sifa is Ultimisia's puppet. It is true, we thought he was Edea's puppet all along, but, you know, Edea wasn't really Edea at the time, and so obviously Ultimisia who's controlling them. We're seeds, we're here to destroy sorceresses, right? Adel! So, sorry, forgot about Rinoa there. Ah. Pleb. So, Squall, where are we going? Can we go to the orphanage you guys were talking about in Trebia? That place is in shambles. There's nothing to see there. But that's where we're going. I want to stay away from places where there are lots of people. I'm a sorceress. If Ultimisia possesses me again. Let's go. Head to Edea's house. Okay, let's get that done in this episode as well. Where to is it? I know it's not near Esther actually. Oh dear. There it is. We'll get Edea's house done in this episode as well, and then we'll start all the optional stuff in the next episode. And there's quite a bit of it in Disc 3. But what I'm going to do, well, I'll tell you when it comes to it, never mind. I'll include them as proper numbered episodes, I think. For the most part, except for the item collecting, which will be bonus episodes, because they're not exactly the most exciting things in the world, just beat up enemies and get the items and whatever. But for getting the optional Jeffs and stuff, I'll include those as proper episodes, I think. It's quite important. I want to check something for 2 seconds, literally 2 seconds. I thought so. Let's switch out Adel for Rinoa. Such low levels. Oh wow. She's got such low health too. Is there a reason for that? Oh, encounter none. Got to switch it back. Is that the only bonus one we got? We need to get more bonus abilities. Anyways. This house is going to be a bit of talking once again, but there's not much I can do about that. And It won't last long, not too long. There won't be a big orphanage scene like last time. Or the other time, whatever you want to call it. Hello, Angelo. Just follow him. That's what you got to do. The fields from the opening intro as well. When Rinoa and Squall were running around in the fields. Not just Rinoa, actually. This place is beautiful. Yeah, the flower field. I forgot all about this place. Rinoa forces herself into your world, no matter how many walls you put around yourself, Squall. I knew I couldn't compete with her. The only issue was whether you would make a place for her. And you did, pretty quickly. Who knows? Who knows what? You've changed, Squall. It's like Rinoa's the only one on your mind. Good thing this wasn't before the exam. I'll leave you two alone now. Bye, Custis. Bye, Angelo. What'll become of me? Don't worry about it. There've been many good sorceresses. Edea was one. She was, before. You can be like her. But Edea's still... I can't guarantee anything either. If Ultimecia possesses me again. Oh dear. You saw me. She controlled me in outer space and made me break Adel's seal. What might happen next time? What will I end up doing? Will I end up fighting everyone? Scary thought, isn't it? Rinoa, even if you end up as the world's enemy, I'll be your knight. Ah. If I fall under Ultimecia's control again, Seed will come kill me, right? And the leader of Seed is you, Squall. Squall's sword will pierce my heart. Guess it's okay if it's you, Squall. Nobody else. Squall, if that ever happens... That's enough. I'll never do anything like that. The sorceress I'm after is not you, Rinoa. My enemy is a sorceress from the future, Ultimecia. Yep, she lives in the future and possesses me. She uses my body as her extension in this world. How? How will you save me? I'll come up with something. There's got to be a way. Don't worry, trust me. I trust you. Well, until you find a way, maybe I should stay in Esther at that memorial. Wouldn't that be better? No, it'd be pointless. I'll just end up going after you again. Rinoa, just stay close to me. Oh. Those words. She's happy. What? That's what started everything. What are you talking about? You don't remember? Something I said? Oh, just forget it. I can't remember either, I'll be honest. That's because of the GF, that's why I forgot. That's just an excuse. Maybe. Maybe. Feeling better? Yeah. Can I tell you a story? I had a dream. It was a scary dream. We make a promise. We promised to see shooting stars together. I get dressed up and put on your ring, but the thing is, I can't remember where I'm supposed to meet you. I start to panic. I really want to see you, Squall, but I don't know where to go. I start running through the mountains, the desert, the plains, through Timber, Balam and Galbadia. When I realise I can't run any longer, I just want to see you so badly. I've had a dream similar to that, actually, where I got lost in like a massive crowd and I didn't have a clue where whoever I was looking for where it was. It's quite a weird dream. Just felt like I had to tell you. It was just a dream. It doesn't mean anything. Don't worry about it. I guess you're right. How about this? I'll be here. Oh. That's from the opening intro as well. It's like when the words are flashing up, those random sentences and stuff. I'll be here was one of those sentences. The reason why you couldn't find me was because we haven't promised yet. Promised? I'll be waiting for you. If you come here, you'll find me. I promise. I'll be here too. It's a promise. Thanks, Squall. Next time, we'll meet for sure. Whoa. Sorry to interrupt, but it's an emergency. We got radio contact from Esther's presidential palace. They have a plan to defeat Ultimecia. They want the highest seed to execute it. We're going to have our final mission, our final huge mission, which is going to be all of Disc 4. But Disc 4 ain't that long anyway. Anyway, might be a trap to get Rinoa back in Esther. Oh, and the guy we spoke to, his name's Kairos. Could he be that Kairos? Could well be. Kairos is in Esther's presidential palace. He wants to hire us. Alright, let's go. Okay, now we got Rinoa back. It's the perfect time to be doing all the optional side quests and stuff. So that's what we're going to do. Look out for a bonus episode which is coming. Should be here really soon. Oh, hold on. Squall, you're always looking for a loan with tears in your eyes. Okay, that's all she's going to say. Squall. There's something I must tell you. It's about me. I forgot about this a little bit. Yes, I believe it was 13 years ago. This is when my story begins. I first became a sorceress when I was a child, and once again, 13 years ago. That day, right here, I encountered a sorceress on the verge of death. I was served her powers of my own will. That sorceress was an entity of fear for my children. I could not let her get to them. But this thing turned out to be the beginning of my painful story. Do I have to talk now? Do I have to go in? I don't want to. This very minute my bitter story has ended. I now understand there is an end, no matter how painful it may be. Therefore, Squall? Yeah? You must fight to the end, even though it may bring tragedy to others. Anything else? Now go. So that's the end of Edea. We won't be seeing her again, I don't think. I can't imagine why we would. But she's going to stay behind in her house, and that's pretty much it. In her ruined house. Anyway, like I was saying before, look out for a bonus episode, which will be item gathering. I'm not sure how I'll do it yet. It might just be like me explaining to you where to get all the items for the weapons, for the ultimate weapons. Which I'm only going to get Squall, Rinoa and Quistis' ultimate weapons. I'm not going to get Irvine, Selfie and Zell's, even though you can if you want. It's just all these ultimate weapons, and they're good. It's more about the junctioning and the than the weapons in this game. So they're not good, but I'm still going to get Rinoa and Quistis', especially Squall's, because his quite good. His is the only one that's quite good. So this has been GreenyXI. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you again next time in the bonus episode, probably. In a bit.